Mountains bow down before Jesus Christ.
Hello?
Above the earth.
Oh, hello.
Yes. Hello?
Oh, forgive me, my microphone was muted.
It's all right.
Shalom Aleichem to you.
Shalom, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm okay. So what do you want to share with us?
I just heard you say that Allah needs you to make sin, right?
I did not say that. This is what the hadith is saying.
Oh, my bad. Forgive me.
Yeah, this is what Muhammad said. If you don't commit sin, Allah will destroy you. And he will replace you.
Isn't that totally fallen angel behavior? Like, fallen angels require you to do sin because they feed off that kind of energy, don't they?
Well, you see, I will make it like you are close to describe it, but I will make it more clear. In the Middle East, if there is a woman, she have a bad reputation. She is a prostitute. She live in a building. She start making rumors about all the neighbors' women that they are prostitute too. Do you know why?
Why?
So she will not be the only whore.
Oh, so she
badmouth. Yeah, she badmouth everybody. So everybody is a whore. And this is exactly Allah. Allah, otherwise I challenge the Muslim to give you the reason. Why what is the reason for his anger that you don't commit sin? Because then he is the only whore. If all of you commit sin, then he is the God of sin, and all of them, they are committing sin, and now we have a company, and I became the leader of the gang. They are praying for me. So if you are good and behaving, Allah is upset. Otherwise, why God, if he is God, will be upset from those who did not do sin? And why not only he is upset, he will sweep them out of existence. I mean, this is a total aggression of unjust. Right?
Yeah.
So this is what we are trying to explain to people here, that this is a sign of clear madness, mental illness. Those people should be rewarded, not the opposite. God, he punished Adam and Eve when they disobey him, not the opposite, correct?
Yeah.
So how the Muslim, they believe in the story of Adam and Eve and they believe in the same thing here? It doesn't make sense, because Islam is a collection of stories. Muhammad is a stupid mental illness person. He copies stories from other books. He put them in his books, but they don't make sense in his book, because what he believes is the opposite.
He changes them. Even Adam and Eve, they don't believe in original sin. They believe they're not even wicked at the core.
No, original sin, you see, the Muslim, when they say they don't believe in original sin, they are just being stupid again, because we can go to the hadith and you will see that Muhammad, he said, if not Eve, no woman betray her husband. So how Muhammad, he claimed that he don't believe in original sin, yet he believed that all sin go back to Eve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny.
So those things, the Muslim, they can get away with it when they speak to someone who do not know the garbage of Muhammad. We have all the laundry of Muhammad here. The Prophet said, where it is not Bani Israel, meat would not decay, and where if not Eve, for Eve, women would ever betray their husband. So in one hand, they say to you, original sin is a lie. It's a fraud. And then now Muhammad going back with original sin, not even to Adam. He blamed the women. He blamed all ugly stuff in the world for two, either Jews or women. And the women's sin go back to Eve. So everything they state in the religion is a state of mental illness, because they deny original sin. And as you see, well, this is, you are going back all the way to original sin. This was original sin, that Adam and Eve committed sin, and that's why we are out of heaven.
Yeah. I mean, you just think about it. One thing before I go. When you're saved, you're sealed by the Holy Spirit. But what is there when you're not in the Holy Spirit? There's the influence of any other spirit, and any other spirit that is not the Holy Spirit is a bad spirit, and it's gonna lead you to
Confusion.
being mis-
This is confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bible says God is not the God of confusion, right? You can be infected by confusion. God can confuse the enemy, like to reach, like let's say the Muslims coming to kill me. He can confuse them, take them to different place. But he is not the one who mislead you from belief. He is not the one who will misguide you. He is not the one who will deceive you so you will not believe in him. But the God of Islam in the Quran, he is the deceiver, you know. The one who Allah deceived, no guidance for him, the Quran says.
The greatest of deceivers.
He is, yeah. But here you see, actually, we don't believe in Allah exists anyway. But we believe that Satan exists. And Muhammad obviously is very confused. He takes stories from other religion. Like now, Muhammad, he took the story of Adam and Eve. He don't even know what Eve mean. He do not know what Hawa mean in Arabic. He do not know what Adam mean. He do not know what Israel mean. He do not know what Abraham mean. He do not know. So they copy names, they stole names, they stole stories, and when they insert them in their books, the Quran reject those stories. Why? It's like when you have an implant in the body of a human being from a strange body. What the body do? Reject it. So when you read the Quran, you will find that those stories and those words of Muhammad, they don't match with the stories which Muhammad he stole from other books. So the Quran reject them out and make Muhammad exposed.
He probably just twists the words to how they fit him one time, and then he twists them to how they fit him another time.
It's a moody. I mean, he's an idiot. He say as he wish, and people write what he say. You know, he say something today, he say the opposite tomorrow. A clear sign of mental illness. We have a lot of evidence about Muhammad suffering from mental illness. As an example, he always faint in the ground. He always hear noises. He always, as an example, Muhammad, he hear. How the Quran came to Muhammad, you know?
No, he surely didn't write it, did he?
No. According to Muhammad, and here you need to focus with me. According to Muhammad, the sound of a bell, is an instrument of shaitan.
Oh, okay.
All right. He reported that Allah Messenger saying that the bell, the devil pipes, is the instrument of shaitan. And then we find that Muhammad himself, when he received Quran, he heard the sound of the bell, and he received the Quran actually as a sound of a bell. In one hand, he says angels will not accompany a person who have a dog or a bell with him, which is very funny. I mean, what the dog and the bell have to do? Why angels? They have a phobia from a bell? Yeah, because this is the bell of the Christians. So angels will not. And then Muhammad, he makes it clear. He says the bell is the musical instrument of Satan. And then we find that Muhammad, he explained how he received Quran. So what he say? He say he received Quran as a sound of a bell. Here it says, they asked the Prophet, how does the divine inspirations come to you? He replied, in all these ways. The angels sometimes come to me with a voice which resembles the sound of ringing bell. If you go right now and check who is the one he hears such a thing, he think people are talking to him. There's creatures, aliens, talking to him, but the sound he hears is the sound of a bell. You will find that those are people, they are suffering from mental illness. And here, actually, you know, when we speak about the sound of a bell, okay, Muhammad, he received the Quran as a sound of a bell. How the bell sound become Arabic words? I'm serious. How you know, like you gave me a chapter in a bell sound, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Okay, so now I received the ding dong, and now I'm going to put it in my book. The Quran says Allah never sent a messenger except he speak in the tongue of his people. Well, is the tongue of the people at that time is the sound of the bell?
No, because he sent it through the messenger, prophet, Google Translate, peace be upon him.
Yeah, maybe. All right, my friend. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All right, take care. So imagine here another sign of mental illness. Muhammad, he received Quran. Okay, no problem. The Quran just came to Muhammad. But isn't it this is contradiction for what the Quran is saying? Allah will never speak to any nation except in the tongue of their own. And the Prophet himself, he have to be from them speaking their language. Is that the language of the Arab at that time? They speak jungle bells. Like when they walk in the street, they sing jungle bells, or maybe their language was inspired by Big Ben, maybe. Okay, so now we receive chapter of Al-Fatiha. But Muhammad, he hear a sound of a bell. How the sound of a bell became Arabic Quran? I mean, who is the stupid here? Let's see, this person is calling.
Starts from there.
Hello?
It's like a home deep.
Hello.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air. Go ahead.
Okay, so look, hello, CP. I'm a Christian. I want to ask you about the Quran.
All right.
One thing, you know. Yes. So can you go to Surah 2?
But before you ask me the question, what do you think about Muhammad?
I think Muhammad is a false prophet. I
All
don't
right.
know. He's
So, okay.
Yes.
So, what the question?
The question, like, I don't know. I started learning Arabic, you know, from your other account,
Okay.
and I found like if you look at Surah 2, verse 8. I'm sorry, 9.
Okay.
So did you open it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first word is, can you read it in Arabic? I can, but I would just want to hear the pronunciation.
يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون. Okay.
So the first word, you know, that's like the verb. So it says they deceive Allah. Is that the right translation?
Yeah, it's correct.
So that means that people can deceive Allah?
Yeah, you see, the Muslim, they try to fix it. They put between two brackets. They say they think they can deceive Allah, but in fact, in Arabic, it says they deceive Allah. They don't say. It doesn't say they think, and this is why we cannot accept the Muslim translation. And good for you that you are trying to learn Arabic, because right away you will notice that what they are adding between two brackets is not there. So yukhadi'un Allah, they deceive Allah, and those who believe, while they only deceive themselves. But you know, for me, this is not a big deal. I can say, you know, okay, they play games with God. You know, like, you know, some Christians, they say they are Christians, but they go and sleep around, and you know, so I can take it in such a meaning. Okay, but I will show you something more important, which will destroy Islam again. If you go to verse number 7, it says, Allah has set seal on their heart, on their hearing, so they will not accept guidance. Okay.
Yes. Right.
Okay. If Allah is the one, so now let us go and connect the dots. So they are trying to deceive Allah, but why? Because Allah he set a seal on them, so they cannot believe, they cannot hear, they cannot understand, they cannot follow, they cannot see the guidance. So it is the fault of who? Is it the fault of Allah or the fault of those people?
The fault of Allah.
Exactly, because if you are the one who close my heart so I cannot see, close my eyes I cannot see, close my ears I cannot hear, then how in the world you blame me for being blind or deaf if you are the one who caused me to be so?
Yes. And even you said, you know, before I was watching, I'm watching the live, and you opened like, I don't remember which chapter, and it was verse 56, you know, that every creation has to worship Allah.
Yeah,
right?
Al-insa wal jinn ilayya ya'budu, yeah.
Yes, but
this is chapter 51.
Yes, thank you. Does prostration mean worshipping?
In Arabic, it says "liya'budun," not prostrating. "Liya'budun" mean to worship. Doesn't say prostrate.
Yeah, but I mean,
Prostrate is sujood, you know.
yes, but is prostrating like worshipping? Because
Yes, it is. Prostrate, when you prostrate yourself, that's why the Muslims, when they pray, they bow down. This is the prostrate.
But didn't Allah tell the angels to prostrate to
Exactly,
Adam?
which doesn't make sense because first of all, according to the Quran, the angels are a bunch of liars, are not trustworthy, and they accuse Adam falsely. Secondly, he punished them by what? He proved that they are ignorant by teaching Adam all the names, and he told the angels to tell him the names. They could not tell the names, and that proved that he is God and they are nobody and they are liars. So the story is stupid, because if I tell you what the name of my cat and you do not know, but I am the one who gave the name to my cat, how in the world that make me prove to prove that I am God? Because I know the name which I gave to the cat. In the top of that, ordering the angel to bow down to a man, this is the first paganism act, because I thought, Muslim they claim, that you should only bow down to Allah, and it turned to be that the first one who started practicing bowing down to non-God, to a man, it was Allah himself, to the point he commanded even the angels to bow down.
And why was like, I know that I've heard, I'm not sure, I've not read the entire Quran, but I've heard that Shaitan should bow down too, but is that right? But the thing is that he said only to the angels. I'm not sure.
He said to the angels, Shaitan in Islam is not an angel, he is a genie.
Yes.
So even the command is wrong, because if you command the angels to bow down, why you are upset from Satan for not bowing down? And you see, if the Muslim believe that Satan is a fallen angel, like in Christianity, then we can say, okay, you know, he's a fallen angel. But no, according to Islam, he is from different creation. He is not an angel. He is made from fire, and he is a genie, and his name is Shaitan or Iblis, which means he is the first Shaitan. And then if you ask the Muslims, okay, where do you get the word Iblis from? How come Allah is copying the word Iblis? You can go right now and search in Google, where is the word Iblis coming from? And then you will find that the Quran is just a silly book, because how you claim that this is a book made by Allah coming from heaven, and then the name of their Iblis, Biblos, is coming from the Greek language.
Yes, that's right.
So how Allah is copying the Greek language to call the first creature who disobey him?
Yes, yeah, that's true. But Muslims like to close their eyes. And can I tell you one other thing? Can I go after it? I'll leave you.
All right.
Okay. So if you look at verse 4 from the same chapter, chapter number 2.
Okay.
That's what I think. You can correct me in this one. And those who believe in what has been sent down to you, and in what has sent down before you, and who has confidence in their hereafter, those are on guidance of their Lord, and those are the anyway, you know. So it says that the people that believe in what has been sent down before Muhammad and the revelation of Muhammad are on guidance of their Lord, and have assurance in the hereafter, have confidence in the hereafter. But Muslims don't believe in the Bible, and we Christians don't believe in the Quran. That means that nobody has guidance from their Lord, and nobody has
well, not only this, the Muslim, they don't have, okay, as long as they don't believe in the Bible, they claim that the Bible does not exist, right? So the verse here is a condition that you have to believe in what is sent before you in order to be saved. But the Muslim, they keep saying that the Bible is not exist, the true Torah is not exist, the gospel is not exist. So how you can accomplish the mission to be saved if you cannot find the original book so you can believe in the book? This is another stupid mistake in the Quran. In the same time, by the way, like if you go, just to show you how this stupid book work. If you go to verse number 1, Alif Lam Mim. Okay, what does that mean? The Muslim, they put in English there, these letters, one of the miracles of the Quran, none but Allah alone knows their meaning. Look at this. How this is a miracle if they are letters in Arabic? Arabic letters, they are miracles. Then you go to the verse after it says, this book were approved, there is no doubt. Okay, what do you mean? The verse just before it, nobody knows what it means.
Oh yeah.
How there is no doubt about it, and you just say the verse before it, only Allah know what they mean. A book have no doubt on it is a book which is explained very clear, to the point we have no doubt about anything in it. And then you will find that in the same book it says that people cannot understand the Quran, they cannot follow the Quran, because Allah, He made those people sick. And not only those who do not believe in Islam. If you go to chapter number 3 or even 5, you will find something very funny. The Quran said, Allah Himself describing His book that it is a book full of flaws, to the point nobody understand what it means save Allah. Here it says, if you go to chapter 3 verse number 7, it says this is a book sent down entirely clear. Okay, yes. It's entirely clear, but the same verse says, and there is verses in the book, in this book, nobody knows what they mean save Allah, and those who they have a sickness in their heart, they will use it for a trial. But remember, the one who follow the Quran is the Muslims, not the polytheism, as the Muslim they put between two brackets. A Christian cannot be infected by this, because simply we don't believe in this garbage. Those verses will impact somebody. He followed the Quran, he believe in the Quran. So now the Quran itself saying, this is a book, it's so clear, in the first line. In the same time it says this book is so unclear, to the point it's called sickness and fitna, which means this the disturbance in the land, a problem, blood, killing, to the point, and nobody knows. And nobody knows their meaning save Allah. And then those who they are firmly grounded in knowledge, what they say, which means they still do not know what it means. But because they are firmly in knowledge, still they do not know what it means, they say we believe. So what make you groundly firm in knowledge in Islam is to say I believe, even though you do not know you believe in what. This is why in my intro we see the Abdul saying, we believe without understanding. Right?
Yes.
We believe without understanding. All right, my friend. Thank you very much for calling.
Okay, have a good night, man.
All right, bye-bye. I have somebody, he is wearing the clothes of Hajj. He want to talk to us. Let us call him. Look like he just came from Hajj.
Hello?
Yes, my friend, you are live on air. Are you a Muslim? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you. Are you a Muslim?
First of all, my name is Salman. I watched a lot of videos of you. I really enjoyed them.
Okay. But I see you have a picture of you in the Hajj.
Yeah.
So you went to Hajj?
Yep.
So why you are enjoying my videos if you are a Muslim?
I am not a Muslim now.
Oh, you left Islam?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Why you left Islam? Don't you want to have an endless penis?
Can you repeat that again?
Don't you like to have an endless penis as a prophet of Allah he promised you?
I left Islam since like 4 years or 3 years now.
So before you start listening to me or after?
Excuse me?
You left Islam before start listening to me or after?
Oh, before.
Oh, okay. So I have no credit. That's sad. Oh, no problem. Anyway, I'm happy for you. So, but why you left Islam?
There are billions of reasons. Like, it was in quarantine time.
Okay.
I had a lot of free times, so I could think more. Before that, there was no quarantine, and most of my day were like full. I had everything to do. Like, I was in school. I came here and I had to do stuff. didn't have that much time to think and question things.
Mhm.
In quarantine, I really started to question things deeply, like scientifically, philosophically, in points of moral points, everything. The more I questioned, the more I realized it just crumbles from every point of view, like from morality and from scientific point of view,
Okay.
from everything.
What is the most point you think it was a reason for you to abandon Islam?
My father was most of his life working outside the country. He was
Okay.
always traveling outside, and when the quarantine time came,
Okay.
he usually used to visit our house from once a year.
Okay.
And when he came, it was like one or 2 weeks, like that. And when he visited, almost every time, like he had a problem with my mother. Like they always discussed and sometimes even beat her. And when the quarantine time came, and he was in our house, I knew it was gonna be a bad thing. It was not gonna be good,
Why?
because I knew him very well. I knew that if we are staying, and my father is staying so much longer with my mother,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be very bad.
Like you mean they start fighting? You mean?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like,
You don't have to give me like personal details. So, what is the most striking reason for you to decide that Islam, like you mentioned that scientifically is wrong, morally is wrong, but what is the most important? You think it was like the point where you said to yourself, that's it.
I didn't really question it until my father really just came up with hadiths to what it's called, to justify his points on beating my mom or
Okay.
just doing whatever he did. Like he used to beat my mom. If I didn't separate them, it would be very worse. Even my mom could be dead.
Sorry to hear that.
The other day he came and gave so many hadiths to justify his points. And he said, "Do you believe in this? You're a Muslim, right? This is your prophet." He said in this hadith that if a man says to his woman, "You should hold this thing and hold it like forever," she should hold it for like forever. And
Yeah.
a very absurd thing.
Not only that, the
I
hadith
said,
says if a man he told his wife to lick his buzz, she should lick it, and she will not do enough to her husband. Yeah.
He even came with like photocopies of the hadiths, and I was like so absurd. I didn't even believe that. Like how the hell can a God just do this thing? It's more likely that a maniac man wrote this religion. So I started to question it, and that's the point that I started to question it.
So like from your sad experience with your father and your mother, what do you think about Christianity, that the Messiah he command the man to love his wife the same as the Messiah he gave himself to the church, which means in Christianity the women she become equal to the church, and there's no way a Christian man he would disrespect the church, but his duty is to give himself. So it is a relationship of unity, like the man he leave his parents, the Bible says, and he become echad with his wife. Echad, which is the same word Muhammad he copied from the Bible. They say ahad, which means unity. So the man and the women, they become unity. So if a man disrespect his wife, he disrespect himself, because they are unity. And if the woman disrespect her husband, she disrespect herself, because they are a unity. So what do you think about comparing between both? Your mother life with my, I feel sorry for her, and your dad, and the way Christianity teach the man to treat his wife.
Like for almost a year, I've been considering to to believe in Christianity, like it's very hard to not believe in a God or not be in a community or in a religion.
Okay.
It's really, really tough. Like I have really tried to believe in Christianity. I even tried to visit a church. I live in Turkey, by the way.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to give details.
And what it's called? Yeah, I really try to know more about the Christian religion and that stuff. But like,
if you have any questions you would like to learn from me, I will be happy to help you. But anyway, like, what do you like to say to us? People are listening, and I'm happy really that you decide to come out of Islam. What about your mom?
my mom and my entire family they're still Muslims. They think I'm still a Muslim. They think I'm a Muslim and I don't just pray. They think I'm lazy. Yeah, they're all still Muslims.
Do you speak? Did you speak to your mom about why Islam? Do you think it's not good or something?
Not so much, but I just tell her like, do you see like a man what can do this, and you don't believe in them, you don't accept them. You've gone to church, to court. You did not go to a scholar to solve between you both. You have gone to scholar for like past 10 times, and scholar did not do anything. Justified every time my father. So my mom, she gone to a court and she solved it there. Like if she herself really believed in the religion, she would still go to a scholar. But she even doesn't believe in her heart, but doesn't have the courage to question the religion and say the stuff. By the way, I'm sorry if I sound like kind of weird because it's the first time I speak English, and
no problem.
Like this.
No problem. Don't worry about it. You know, English is not my first language too. Well, I don't know. What do you like to share with people here? Like, you're calling me, and I don't want to push you toward the Christianity. But if you like to know anything about Christianity, I will be happy to answer you.
Yeah, I really try to believe, but I can't. Like,
why? What is the problem with Christianity? You think the reason you could not believe?
Like when I was Muslim,
okay,
the Christianity always was like. They just changed always the stuff. It's very corrupt.
Why you think so?
No, I don't think so. I was always called like this.
Okay.
Always heard it like this. They in Islam, you know, like they don't take any religion seriously except Islam. Like always say Buddhists, they are stupid. They pray to stones. And
but
Jews,
don't the Muslims kiss stones?
Excuse me?
Don't the Muslims kiss stones themselves?
Yeah.
So if the Buddhists are stupid because they kiss stones, how Muslims explain kissing stones? Why Muhammad he kissed the stones?
In Islam, you even have like pagan stuff in Islam. A lot of pagan things.
Oh, the Kaaba itself is a pagan. All the rituals, Safa, Al-Marwa, throwing rocks at the house of Satan, all of those are from the pagan era before Islam. Yeah, Muhammad, he just adopt everything. Going around Tawaf, you know, Tawaf. I don't know if you know the hadith. There's a hadith saying that a Muslim man, he says, before Islam, we look in the desert to find a rock. If we find a good rock, we put it in the middle and we do Tawaf. We go around it. If we could not find a stone which is good to do tawaf around it, we make we milk a sheep and we mix the milk with dirt and we make a rock, and then we go to do tawaf around it. So this is exactly what the Arab used to do before Islam. They used to go around the Kaaba. The Kaaba had many idols, and the Muslims go around it.
Yeah, exactly. Even like a lot of stuff also came from the previous pagan culture.
All of it. As an example, cutting the hand of a thief. This is what the Arab used to do as pagan. A crucifixion. This is from the Roman, the pagan Roman. Crucifixion. You know, as a punishment, you will find that the Quran, Allah claimed that a crucifixion is a punishment from Him. But all of us, we knew that this is cannot be from Him. Everything Muhammad he did is a theft from somebody else. Like stoning to death, he took it from the Jews. Crucifixion, he took it from the Roman. Cutting hands, he took it from the pagan Arab before Islam. And he took it wrong always. And the Islamic calendar, he took it from the pagan too. But Muhammad, he screwed it up because he said that you know, there's something it's called a nasi, or like when you you know, because the Islamic calendar is a moon calendar, so the moon calendar, it's short, correct? Mm-hmm. So what the people who practice or let us say follow the calendar, the moon calendar, in order to fix the wrong of it, they have to add days at the end of the year. To do what? To fix it, because simply it's not correct. So Muhammad, he claimed suddenly, for no reason, which is proving again that Muhammad is a false man and he is not a prophet of God. He claimed that the correction of the calendar by adding days is from the kuffar, which is true. It is from the pagan. But it's the right thing to do. So if you go to chapter 9, verse number 37, it says that postponing of a sacred month, because they have to add days, is in addition to this belief. So since then, Muhammadan, they don't have a good calendar. Why? Because now we cannot fix the calendar. This is why you will see a Muslim, he fasts in Ramadan, but Ramadan can be in January, correct? It can be in July. It can be in August. Is that true?
Can be any minute. Yep.
Because it keep moving. Why? Because the stupid Muhammad, he decided to destroy the calendar, which is not a perfect calendar, but they knew how to correct it. They are copying what the Jews they do. So they add days to the end of the year to fix it. What Muhammad he does? He said, don't add days, don't post upon those occasions, because this is from the kuffar and we should not follow it. And now the month which is called Ramadan, which means the month of being thirsty, it should be happen in the middle of the summer. Now it can happen in June. It can happen in December. It can happen in February. If we ask the Muslims, when is the birthday of Muhammad? You will find that the birthday of Muhammad,
They are
every month.
Different 10 answers, no exact year.
Actually, in fact, sometimes the birthday of Muhammad can happen twice in the same week, the same year. In the same year, you can celebrate the birthday of Muhammad twice. Why? Because the stupid Muhammad, he decided to destroy the calculation of the Islamic calendar. And since then, the birthday of Muhammad, it doesn't occur in a certain month no more. So imagine somebody, he is born in July, next year he is born in August, next year he is born in September, the year after it, October, November, December. How that work? How this can be against Allah? How fixing a calendar can be against Allah? Why Allah is deceiving them, if he is God, and making them follow a calendar which is messed up? Do you have any Muslim scholar can join us and debate me? Do you know anybody?
The strongest scholar I knew, my father, my uncle, every single one of them, they are really religious Muslims, but they don't speak English, or I don't talk with them.
What language? They speak Turkish?
No, we are Persians, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Even if they could talk, I'm not really having a good relationship with them.
I see. I understand. I understand. This is the Prophet Muhammad. I'm showing on the screen. Prophet Muhammad birthday, 2024, 2025, 2026. Okay. In 2024, it is September 16. In 2025, it is September 5th. And it is in September 7. And then in 2026, it's August 25th. And the list goes on. How Muhammad's birthday can be all over the place, simply because Muhammad decided to do this. He decided to mess up the calendar, claiming his God told him that fixing the calendar is from the devil, which is absolutely false. What is going to hurt God that somebody is doing the right thing by fixing a calendar?
It's just completely absurd.
Yeah.
Like Qibla, like let's say you live in the opposite of the world, opposite side of the Mecca. How and what direction are you praying to God? Like
You cannot pray to Mecca because the earth isn't a flat. You know, the earth. If the earth is a flat, then I can say, okay, maybe we have direction to somewhere. Like, you know, the Jews, they pray in the direction of Jerusalem when they go to fight, but they are fighting like in the a few miles away from the city. But to pray, and you are living in Australia or living in even in Turkey, you are hundreds, thousands of miles away. It's impossible to face Mecca because the earth is not flat.
exactly, it's just an old age religion. They believed in the earth was flat, and they
Yeah, in fact, the Quran says it clearly in the chapter of An-Nazi'at. It says, وَالْأَرْضُ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ دَحَاهَا. Allah, He made the earth flat. The earth, He made it besought in different verse. Besought, carpet, flat. You know? A firash, a bed. You know? So there's tons of verses in the Quran making clear explanation that the earth is a flat. Chapter 2, verse number 22. You know? Chapter 51, verse number 48. All of them, they say, Allah, He made the earth as a bed for you, flat. And the earth, the sky is a canopy, is a building, and a roof, which is absolutely false. Roof from what? Like, is the sky is a roof for the earth, like maybe the atmosphere? No. A roof where you cannot get out, as the Quran says, that when the genie, they try to spy at Allah, Allah will show them by stars. This is the roof, a guarded roof.
Muhammad definitely thought that the sky was a solid thing, like it was about to fall, but Allah is always holding it. They thought like it was a blue solid thing, always about to fall on earth.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy that you left Islam, my friend, and if you have a question in the future about the Bible, I will be happy to help you.
Yeah, I really try to look up for Christianity, and what should I do? How should I start?
Well, you can start reading the Bible and try to understand the character of Jesus, who is the Messiah, what He wants from us, what His wisdom, what His word is about, how He can improve my life. You know, the point of becoming a believer in something is to believe first that my belief will help me to be a better person, right? To improve me. And then there's other things in the belief, like there is salvation, there is you go and live with the Lord eternity. But the first thing is, the most important, does that belief improve my life and make me a better person or a worse person? A person convert to Islam second day, he want to do jihad, he want to kill his neighbor. A person, he become a Christian, what he will do? Let us say you become an extreme Christian. An extreme Christian is a monk. He served the word. He loved the word. He gave his life to the word. So an extreme Muslim is a killer, is a criminal, is someone. In fact, there's no extreme Muslim, there's no extreme Christian, either Christian or not Christian, either Muslim or not Muslim. So a true Muslim is someone who followed the steps of Muhammad. He killed his neighbor, he raped his wife, he kidnapped his daughters. A true Christian is someone, he says, love your enemy, bless those who curse you. So we need to look first to see if Christ make us a better people. Jesus himself, and we as a Christian, we worship him as God. He did wash the feet of his disciples. Okay, why Jesus washed the feet? What he's trying to do? I mean, why somebody, those people, they worship him, yet he go down on the ground and he hold their feet and he forced them, because he said to them, when they refused, they said, oh Lord, you cannot do that. They said, if you don't let me do it, you don't belong to me. And he explained why. He said, if you cannot be a servant, you cannot be a master. So when we read and we learn from the Messiah, we learn many things. We learn how to be humble, how to be beautiful, how to be merciful, how to be loving, and how to be strong. All those things together, when they are exist in a person, regardless if it's a male or a female, will make your life like a jewel. You will become like a jewel, a shiny jewel between your people, because you will be unique. You are great because you are humble, not because you are so proud. You are strong because you are so kind, not because you are arrogant and criminal. And this is what the Messiah will give to your life. And then you will find salvation with him, because this is the promise of the Messiah as Lord, as Savior. Whoever believe in me and die, he will live, the Messiah said. And I believe every word he said.
This week, I will visit a church, and I will talk to the priests of there, and I will try to learn as much as I can in this religion. I will even buy a thick Bible. Really consider it.
Well, I will be happy to hear from you. Anytime you have a question, you can call me. All right?
Yeah, thank you very much, man.
And
I really enjoyed your videos and your debates.
You are welcome, and I hope you are taking notes. Same time, when you try to read the Bible, try not to read as a reader. Try to live the story. Like, try to imagine the story, not only read words, because words just empty. Unless you go in the story, then you live the story, and then you will understand it and live it, and you will enjoy it. But words is just words. Jesus, he said, Jesus went, Jesus stood up. Well, we don't want to read a book just because he said. We want to understand very well what he said. We are not the same as the Muslims who memorize a book. It's not required to memorize. It's required to understand and have the spirit of the words. So what I encourage you is, when you read the Bible, not to seek reading, but to seek the spirit of those words, what the words will say to you as a person, individual, whatever your name is. So the Bible speaks to you as an individual. The Bible does not only speak to billions, speak to individual. You will find that every story in the Bible can fit somehow with you, as your life today, as your problems. Even though we exist 2,000 years after Jesus, still the Bible work in a magical way to fit with my life, my daily life every day. So try to read it, but not to read, but to live the story and to have the spirit of the story. So like when Jesus, he did heal. Is he doing a show? Is that a circus? Is Jesus showing, hey, let me show you what I can do? No. Jesus did not heal people to show them his power. In fact, sometime he told them, don't tell anyone. Don't tell them I did that to you. And then you ask yourself, why Jesus don't want people to know? Then you will be able to understand more and more Jesus. So Jesus, if I am the one who can raise people from death, I will be so proud. I mean, what only proud? I will be like unbelievable. Like, who can talk to me? If kings will bow down to me, because all kings will die, all president will die. Who in the world will not wish to have a relationship, a friendship, or a kind of protection from someone he has power over death, which means they can live forever. So Jesus, he raised people from death, yet he is very humble and he is washing feet. Jesus make the blind see, yet he don't take money, he don't get paid, he don't ask for anything for himself. Jesus, he make a person who cannot walk by just say, carry your bed and walk. The man, he carry his bed and walk. The Bible says that there's nobody can count even the miracles of Jesus. Even the Quran could not ignore, the book of the devil, Muhammad, could not ignore that Jesus' miraculous life is amazing. All of those miracles They want to tell us what about Jesus? What is the purpose of those miracles? It's just to tell us that Jesus, he can do things nobody do? Or the miracle is one of the clear evidence that the Messiah is the Messiah, who is a promise to be sent to save mankind. And he is capable of saving us. So the Messiah himself, he himself is a miracle. He himself is born of a virgin. Not only he do miracle, but he himself is the miracle, and that is God. God is a miracle, the Bible says. So I hope you will learn, and you will have the spirit of the Bible when you read it. So next time when you call me, you will give me a good news.
I really hope so, man.
All right. I'm happy to hear from you, and feel free to call me anytime.